Hey, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past, looking forward to the future, and living for the present, all while learning how to live magically. Okay.
Hey, Shelby, what's your takeaway?
I think my takeaway from today was that I'm just so grateful for all of our listeners because it gave us a lot to talk about today. And we did discuss this, but we were so scared to do this podcast, and then we jumped all in, and now we have a little community here, and we answered a bunch of questions that people asked us today, and I was like, oh my gosh, people actually listen to us.
I know, I love it. We love our tribe.
Yeah, our little tribe. We should come up with a name for them.
I know. I would love it.
Living Magicalliers. No, we can do better than that.
Ooh.
Anyways, on today's pod, we do a little Q&A, and then we talk about a lot, actually. And Courtney's sick, so here we go. Jumping into episode 11. Hello.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. I got the corona.
You got the vid.
Honestly, I did for
Honestly,
the first time. I've been very lucky not to have it before now, but
for the amount that you visit the parks, it's pretty impressive that you're just getting it now.
thank you. Agree.
But you feel all right?
I feel crappy, but I am not on a ventilator or anything, thank God.
Right, so it could be worse.
Right, could be worse.
Living with Kyle, who also has COVID again right now. I'm going to put that to, he went to his bachelor party this weekend, and all of his organs shut down because he drank so much, and it just led in the infection, you know?
Yeah, yes, I know.
Maybe that's what happened to you too.
Maybe that's what happened to me too.
Where do you think you got COVID? Where were you this week?
I think that I probably got COVID sitting on the plane because my plane was delayed for hours and hours, so we sat on the runway.
Before we get into, because you went to New York, but before we get into that, can you give us a hurricane update? Is all well at the home front?
Yes, all is well on the home front. We lost a singular plant due to the hurricane.
Was it my basil?
Your basil is done.
Oh, was my basil done before the hurricane or after?
After the hurricane.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a good try.
I know. Your herb garden went down in flames, unfortunately.
All right, we can get another one when I'm there. Next.
Okay, good. Perfect. But other than that, no, everything was fine. I was a jerk and left AJ, my husband, here alone with the dog. I was on the last flight out before they shut MCO down.
Yeah, can you tell me more about that situation? Because I was texting you are you in the air? Are you in the air now? How about now?
We were delayed. Delayed again. Every flight around me kept getting canceled, left and right. Canceled. And we were just I don't know, we finally got out, but...
Let's add, this trip was booked way in advance. You were going to see your best friend's Steph.
Yes.
So it wasn't the hurricane was coming and you ran away. This was pre-planned.
It was pre-planned, and I was so excited to see Steph. I only ever get to see her once a year these days, so it was kind of of course I'm going. I didn't really think twice about it. I just...
Yeah, you're a good friend, because you were texting me, what was the flight supposed to leave at 10:30 after it got delayed?
It was supposed to leave at 8. Yeah, it was supposed to leave at 8 in the morning.
But then it was 10:30 or something, and you were but right. The roads are closing at 10, so right. If I don't get out of here.
I was almost stranded at the airport, which would have been the worst.
But you made it out.
I made it out. It was great.
You go to New York.
Go to New York.
You were with...
a great time with Stephanie.
And you got to hang out with the little bebe.
I got to hang out with Javi. Aww. Yes, it was so fun. He's so cute. He loves Bluey and he loves Encanto, so we really could relate on those topics.
Great.
Yup. He also loves a Mickey waffle, which is
Wow.
relatable.
Very
So,
relatable. Suddenly,
yeah,
we are just a child.
I think that's what I learned.
I kind of already knew that, though.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
So, okay, so you were in New York from Wednesday to Sunday. Sunday,
Yep.
I was just doing my usual, hanging out on the couch, watching football, and you FaceTimed me
Yeah.
in the airport.
I was at the airport bar. Yes.
Sorry, at the airport bar with your dear friend Corey.
Yes.
Do you recall?
Sure. Of course.
Okay, I won't put you on the spot here.
Oh my God. But you remember what we talked about, right?
Do you remember what we talked about?
No, you remember, right? Go ahead.
Well, you were trying to convince me that you were on a private jet called the PJ, and I was like, no, that is definitely just a bar. And you had everybody around you, like, also showing me in the phone, like, aren't I on a PJ? I'm on a PJ, right? And I was like, you're not. You're on a, like, and I was also like, when's your flight? And at one point, you were like, it's at 6, and I was like, it's 5:30, and you were like, yeah, I know. But one of the times so you FaceTimed me multiple times, but
Yes.
one of the times you texted me and you said, well, first you said, do you know what tomorrow is? And I was like, this was Sunday, and so it was Monday. I was like, I know it's the day that we're supposed to try to get Peloton class. And then you were
Yeah.
like, woo, friends. And I was thinking, oh, she got the hookup from someone because you know some connections in New York.
Oh.
So then you were like, I tried to call you. And I was like, well, it didn't ring. So I FaceTime you back, and you're just telling me about PJ.
Yeah, well. Oh my gosh.
So to wrap up that story, did you make it home on Sunday?
I did not.
Thank you, Corey. We're going to blame Corey for this.
It's really not his fault, but yes, let's blame Corey for my indiscretions. And yeah, I didn't make it home. Lost my bags. Stayed over until the next day. Then the next day, my flight was delayed. And then we got stuck on the runway for 2 hours. They had to bring us back in to refuel the plane. I felt like I was on your
You didn't tell me this part.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I was like on the plane literally we were on for so long that the pilot came out and was like, due to the federal aviation laws, we need to let you all off the plane because you've been on the plane for too long. And everybody was like, F no, we're not getting off the plane. Take the plane to the air. Because it's like a bunch of New Yorkers. So it was a wild ride. But yeah, then we had to like fly around the storm. So we needed extra fuel.
So you were, that was like my flight.
Yeah, well, not as bad as I kept thinking of yours, and I was like, nothing is as bad as somebody telling you that the plane is broken while you're on the plane in the air.
Truth.
So
let's circle back to the moral of this is that's probably where you got COVID. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So next time, don't miss your flight, and maybe you won't get COVID.
I think that's true. Don't miss your flight. You won't get COVID.
In a more positive light, though, do you feel this? Because, and I'm not trying to make COVID a positive thing because it's not, and I don't wish COVID upon anybody. But when Kyle has it right now, I'm kind of like, dang. Well, the chances of you getting it within the next 4 months are like slim to none, and then it's the wedding, and that's like.
Is that true?
I think they say at least 3. Honestly, you're right. Nobody knows anything about anything, so I shouldn't.
No, I don't. I mean, I have no idea. I just don't pay attention anymore.
I know, like once you get it, you're like in the clear for a little while. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but for you specifically, you have like a lot of travels coming up. So
I've already had to push a flight back to California because I'm supposed to be going to California on Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yep.
Holy crap! I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's also touch on something that happened on Monday. The Peloton fiasco.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to throw Peloton under the bus here, but I'm throwing them under the bus.
Do.
Because
my takeaway from this was that I told AJ, my husband, if he ever truly dreamed of a challenge in his life and Peloton reaches out to him for a job, he should take it because their tech is so bad.
So, okay, so my bachelorette is in New York City, and my one thing that I really wanted to do was Peloton class, of course. And so me and my 4 bridesmaids were all on our computers, you included. It was supposed to be around noon time on Monday, like 6 weeks before your class or whatever. So we're all on it. We're all like, we have a group chat. We're ready. We see the classes go live. I tap to get in, and then you get in, but then you're in a waiting room.
Right.
In my waiting room, there was like 150 people ahead of me. So I was like, well, there's 0 chance. Obviously, I didn't get the class. Well, not obviously, but I didn't get the class. And then I go out, and there's still like all of those things still said you could book a class. And then you click to book, and then it says, no, this class is full. I'm like, then just say full. But also, it's just so idiotic. So of all 5 of us that tried, none of us got any class at all. And we were on right at noon. And like, I'm a pro. I get Taylor Swift tickets. I can get fast passes. I can get into Run Disney. Like,
Run Disney. Yep.
This isn't our first rodeo.
Right.
Idiotic.
So
much so that day I was like, I should go work out, but no, I'm not, because I'm so mad at Peloton right now. So I didn't.
Will not support your brand.
No, I won't. Okay.
I do want to just say that they did refund me for the class.
Oh, did they?
Yes, because just so everybody knows, they make you buy a class credit up front before you can sign up for a class, which is so stupid. And then I had to write to them and get like a special exemption to get my money back because I don't live in the state. I was like, I can't use this credit like next Thursday or something because I don't live here. I'm just flying in for this event.
I guess I should email too.
Yeah, they were like, normally we don't refund people, but like, we're sorry. Here you go.
Yeah, because your system sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
So, yeah, I don't know. That was super aggravating. Anyways, before we jump into the pod, I would like to do
Wait, we didn't talk about your week.
Oh, my week. Oh, I did something. Well, I went to a fair that was like 2.5 hours away with Angela, and we went to a concert there. The concert was meh. We saw Chase Rice. I've seen him a lot of times, and he was boring this time, which was a bummer. Oh. But I moved out of my office. Not my whole office. So I had like an office, and then I also had a warehouse. I kept the warehouse, but I moved the office back home. It was just like too expensive for me to justify when I don't spend enough time in that one office. So the warehouse.
What was in your office? Like your computer?
My computer and my printer. So basically most of the time I just like printed invoices and shipping labels there. I was in my mind, I think I was going to do a lot more computer work like at that desk. But then I do a lot of my computer work like on my laptop on my couch. So moved out. But I kind of like it now. Like Kyle and I are both upstairs, and I'm in one room and he's in the other, and I'm like yelling across the hall like, "Hey, did you do this?" It's pretty fun.
Well, and do you have power in your warehouse?
I have power. I don't have Wi-Fi. So that was the whole thing, is like I couldn't bring. I would have just like put my desk and my computer and stuff in the warehouse and just printed everything from there. But
you could just make a hotspot.
I know. I should probably pick like your and AJ's brain about doing a hotspot, because that could work too. But also, so far, I mean, we're 4 days in here, but it was kind of working for me having it at home. So
I had to deal with the same stuff when COVID happened. We moved Mouse to your house into like a literal storage unit for temporary storage because the business wasn't open. Yeah. But when we opened back up, I had no internet there, so I had to print my orders before I went, and it was fine for 95% of the time, but I'd be real pissed when I drove all the way over there and I didn't have my labels because I forgot them. You know, the 3 times that I did it, because I had been like already out at Target driving around, and then I just like went to the office and I didn't have what I needed. So if that happens, that's when I'm going to be aggravated. But even like yesterday, there was like 2 labels that I forgot or something, so I just packaged those orders, brought them in the car with me, put the labels on when I got home, and like put them in my mailbox at home. So smart. We'll see. Living and learning business, right? Isn't that all we do? Yeah. So exactly. But I also can't believe I've moved Pixie out of the house a year ago. I know.
That was the
Well, I'm
fastest
excited
year.
for you. This is like this. We live and we learn. This is cool that you've moved back into the house. I think I've gotten so much done since I got COVID, and I don't have to go into the office.
Well, that
Like,
too, like at first I was like pretty bummed. Like we were packing it up and I was like, I feel like we're taking a step back with Pixie.
no,
And Kyle was like, no, I actually think you took a step back getting the office because you're right. You don't use it enough. So now you or can put this money towards something else and you're still going to do your work at home and we found a solution, yada, yada, yada. And
right?
yeah, like at home, like I could print my labels. Like, well, when I print my invoices, I was very lucky, had a very good sale last week, so it was taking a while to print all my invoices, and I could go downstairs and do the dishes, or like while they're
Yep.
printing rather than just like sitting there like da 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 do. So it'll work. It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, now before we jump into the actual pod, I would like to do
Yeah.
a review of the week.
Do 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 do.
Do do. We just made that up on the spot. That was good.
Sure
All right.
did.
This is from Leah. The title is Did We Just Become Best Friends? Yes. Yes, we did. She says, also 5 stars, thank you. The perfect duo to hang out with and listen to all the Disney magic. They are so relatable and literally feel like we're all hanging out talking about our favorite things, Disney, Taylor Swift, and life. I'm hooked and look forward every week to the podcast being released, hoping one day to run into you guys at Disney. Just so
Yeah.
nice. And if you do run into us, say hi. We love that.
We do.
All right.
Oh, thanks for the review.
Yeah, thanks, Leah, our new friend. I want to touch on something. You sent it to me. First of all, you sent this to me at 6:30 this morning. Was like COVID waking you up?
COVID.
Okay, because don't be sending me stuff at 6:30. Don't even be awake at 6:30. That's not our
What's
thing.
your problem? Do not disturb. What's your problem?
No. I didn't wake up. I just like when I
Oh.
saw it, I was like, why the heck was she up at 6:30?
Yeah, because I couldn't breathe. But, you
Fair
know.
enough. Okay. You sent me something which is technically still a rumor, but they're listening. Disney is listening to us because this rumor said, I quote, new Epcot night show to feature drones. Who
Yep.
said that? We did. Also says, harmonious, I quote, Stargate and Taco barges to be removed and destroyed.
I love that that's what they're called. They are like floating tacos.
Are they actually called that, or did this place say that?
Whoever made it up, it's excellent.
So if that is true, you heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Do.
Do. The next thing I heard before I came in here to record is, that whole like 100th anniversary thing that's happening for Disney.
Yeah.
The news has come out in Disneyland. It's going to start on January 27th.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It just means that I'm just being selfish because I'm pumped about that because we're going to go there like beginning of February for our honeymoon and we're going to see it all.
I might
Tag on a
jump
Disney
on my
trip.
honeymoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because I had to cut my trip short this time because of COVID. So like we might not even make it to Disneyland, which will make me cry.
Come with us. Did you know they're getting a runaway railway in Disneyland? Did you know that?
No.
I know. I didn't either until I saw that. They're like putting it in Toontown, which is so cute.
Yes.
So they're getting a runaway railway. Also, did you know, and I just lived under a rock, that like Epcot is getting a Moana like section?
Yeah, like something of water.
Yeah, did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I feel like I guess I've heard that, but did you know that's like being built?
Yeah. It's like the next big Epcot attraction, right?
Apparently so, but I was like, I live under a rock because I didn't know that. Like I didn't, like I knew there was talks. I didn't know it was like construction. Anyways, that's all I got for the Disney news.
Welcome from under the rock.
Yeah. Do you have any news on your front? Do you have any? We haven't talked about this in a minute. Any new cleaning tips for us? Like, what's in your mop bucket? Like, what do we got?
Clean tips. Ooh, so when I was with Steph, she spoiled me rotten and like got my nails done for me and took me to get a blowout and like treated me like a true princess. And so in exchange for all of these very kind things that she did for me, I got her a mop.
You're welcome, Steph.
You're welcome, Steph. So we've been mopping a lot recently, but what's been in my bucket has been a dishwasher pod.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Tide pod, but a dishwasher pod.
I've tried that once.
And then like a splash of Mr. Clean. And that's it. But I will say, that's it. I have vinyl flooring. It's like peel and stick kind of. And the other day I put some coconut oil in, like a very small amount, but it like made them look really nice.
Shiny?
Yeah, like super shiny. I don't know. I mean, obviously I put oil on the floor, so it's going to look shiny, but it wasn't a lot of oil. It was like a tablespoon for the whole floor.
I haven't tried it yet, but I bought it was the powdered Tide because they say that like that's what you're supposed to do. So I haven't tried it yet, but I bought that to put in my mop bucket. Also, while we're talking about mopping, somebody in our, I assume you did this research, somebody in our Facebook group, go join it if you're not in it, Living Magically Podcast, talked about the mop and this like trick if you don't have the new version of the mop.
Yes, because I don't have the new version of the mop, and I found the new version of the mop to be expensive, but I'm just cheap, I guess. But
I don't think it's that much expensive.
Yeah, I think that the regular, like, our mop is like $35, and I think that the newest mop is like $50.
Oh, I thought it was like $5 more.
I would have bought it if it was $5 more. It was like definitely an aggressive amount more.
If you already own the mop.
No, when I bought my mop, I had the choice between both. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to spend $50 on a mop. That's
fair
crazy.
Enough. Okay, tell the trick.
The trick is you get a bucket from the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 tree or whatever it's called now.
Right.
And set it in there. And then you put your clean water in the bucket from the Dollar Tree. And then you like do your dunk in there. And then when you wring it out, it's all your dirty water is going into the bottom.
I have a confession.
Oh, God.
I saw this when I bought my mop. So I already have this little second bucket. And I tried it, but like I can't comprehend what I'm supposed to do here. So you're saying I am putting the clean water in the bucket.
The Dollar Tree bucket.
In the Dollar Tree bucket. But then I'm putting it in the spinner and I'm spinning it dry.
Mostly.
Mopping. Right. Mopping. Now what? Am I putting it into...
You're so right. Because if you put it back in the spinner, you've already spun it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm putting it into the clean water, which is just making the clean water dirty. And then there's no difference.
Yeah, wait, I don't know. Thank you so much for exploring that.
So I'm not an idiot?
No, I don't think it makes sense anymore.
Yeah, me either. So I don't get unless we're doing it wrong, but you're like, if you come back next week and have a better explanation because you have COVID brain, then I'll give it to you. But right now, that didn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense to me either at all.
Okay, so that's it for that.
Yeah.
Since you have COVID, I also wanted to ask you if you're watching anything good. On the
TV. What have I been watching? Oh, I watched a Goofy movie. I fell asleep. Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, but I know. But it's COVID's fault that I fell asleep.
Okay.
It's really cute.
So we discussed that we were going to watch this because now we just loved the Halloween party so much with the Party Patrol. I've watched it when I was young. Like I could not remember it. So you're here for it though?
I'm here for it. I am still confused, and maybe my falling asleep is a problem, but it's called a Goofy movie, but like Goofy's only in maybe 15% of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like about his son, Max.
Okay. I'll watch it this week and we will...
they go on a road trip together, father and son.
Okay, yes, so I knew that. I'm going to watch it this week and we will recap next week.
Yeah. I think if I had one note to give regarding the production, it would be that it should have been called a Max movie.
Okay. Good.
Cheers.
So I'm just watching all of the worst reality TV. I don't know what has gotten into me. I haven't had any shows on recently, and now here I am. We have to watch football Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. We have to watch football on Sunday. He watches college football Friday, Saturday, and then in between there, I'm now into the D'Amelio show with Charlie D'Amelio.
Yep.
I listened to a podcast with her dad, and I just found them really fascinating that they were just literally random people that like lived in Connecticut and now became viral, and now they're millionaires. Right. Show's pretty good. I'm here for it. I watched Dancing with the Stars, of course, which I'm very excited because when this comes out, it's Disney Plus week. So finally, like a theme that I'll be into.
Oh, cool.
Somebody better do High School Musical, the series, or I'll be upset.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm watching.
Sure they will.
I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise right now. I watch The Kardashians. It's a whole thing.
Okay, I understand the premise of The Bachelor. What is the premise of The Bachelor in Paradise?
So I don't even really watch The Bachelor anymore. I only wanted to watch Bachelor in Paradise. And it's just like all of them on an island trying to find love. It's so stupid.
So it's just like instead of being in a neighborhood, you're in like Tropical Island.
Well, usually it's like one bachelor and like 20 bachelorettes like fighting for one man.
Right.
This is like a bunch of people on an island, and then each week either the women have the rose or the men have the rose, and if you don't get a rose, you go home. So people are like fighting for each other. It's so stupid.
Oh, so like some people could get like 5 roses.
No. You like. No. There's always like more people show up, so there's always more women or more men, vice versa. So there's people.
Like, what if 2 women pick the same man?
Then there's drama.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's stupid.
Oh my god.
My shows are so bad right now that I've now decided that I need to like be productive while doing them. So I'm now taking a page out of AJ's book and I'm watching TV on the treadmill.
I saw that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I kind of love it.
Do you?
Yeah, I did a 5K 2 days in a row watching TV.
That's disgusting.
But I kind of love it.
I need to get on board. I'm doing the wine and dine.
I was going to remind you of that, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, it's like real. I need to
So get it together.
Yeah, I need to get it together.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. A month ago, I told you about a tread class that you were supposed to do before I came to visit you. You didn't do it. And I'm going to guess you still haven't done it.
I haven't done it. Well, I haven't been home, but no, I haven't done it.
It doesn't matter. Get it together.
You're right. I could have done it on Stephanie's bike.
Just get it together.
I'm working on it.
But now you have COVID, so you have a week off. But once you're negative again, come on.
Get on it.
All right. We have a little Q&A to do today. Okay. I asked our friends out there to ask us some questions, and I got some for us.
All right.
I put them in categories of business, life, and then Disney. Okay. But I did have one that was from Kyle, and I just think we should put it out there because he'll be upset if I don't answer his one question. He wanted me to rank, in order, these 4 people. Him, Derek Huff, Julian Edelman, the football player, and Cody Rigsby.
Like, what are we ranking them on? Like looks? Or like talent? Or like...
I don't know. He just said, personality? Rank in order. Himself, Derek Huff, Cody Rigsby, and Julian Edelman.
Do you know who the Edelman guy is?
Do I know what?
Who the Edelman person is?
Yes, I know who the Edelman person is. He's like one of my favorite football players. He was in Disney World once on the parade. I saw him on the float.
I thought his name was Sam Edelman.
What the?
Is that a shoemaker?
No, it's Julian Edelman.
I think Sam Edelman makes shoes. Anyway.
Okay, so if I had to put them in order, I guess of like all round.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4.
Edelman.
I think Edelman. Because he retired. Yeah. He's like out of my mind now. I already forgot about him.
All right. So far we're in agreement. But like we have to put Kyle first. So
I know.
That's rough.
It is rough.
All right, so just rank the other 2 then.
So like because Kyle has to be number 1, he'll be number 1. Number 2, I don't know. You know what?
I do.
for right now, because I'm so mad at Peloton, Cody can be number 3 and Derek Huff can be number 2. So
Derek Huff is just like hits.
he really does. There's nothing that man can't do.
I know. He's amazing.
I'm a big
He's like
fan.
the Donny Osborne of our generation.
Except for, do you know how many people don't know who Derek Huff is? It's like truly mind-boggling.
I know.
It's kind of sad that those people don't know. I'm speaking to Angela right now when I say there's people out there who don't know who Derek Huff is, because she's one of them.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And I'm best friends with her. What?
Was she never like in the dance world or the cheerleading world?
But she was in dance. Now that you say that, I'm going to question her.
Right. Get it together, Ange.
Seriously. All right, now let's get into some real questions.
Deal.
We're going to start with business. The business. I only have 2, but business questions. Okay. So I'm going to try to read names. You know, I do really bad at this. Sorry in advance. But the first one I can do, and it is Sam I Am 2012. She says, just basic advice for a small business. For a new small business, my bad.
A new small business.
A new small business.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Just like, it's probably follows in alignment with what I know you're going to say already, but like, follow your gut through the process, because there's a lot of things where you'll follow your gut and you'll be wrong, but it's better in the long run to have like followed your own gut and then make it, than to copy something or somebody else and then run out of ideas because it's not authentic to you, or like, I don't know. I just think you should really stick to like what you're believing in the first place. And if it's good, then it'll make it. And if it's not good, you'll come up with another idea.
100%. I agree with that. And I also will piggyback onto that with 2 things. One, that even if it doesn't work, like, don't give up, because it's not just like you're going to have this idea or this is going to work or this is going to sell or whatever, because it's not. It's a lot of like hard work and not throwing in the towel. So that, but then also, because you said that, there was a question in here that I didn't pick because I couldn't pick them all, and they said something along the lines of like they want to start like a small business but they don't want to like copy others in the means of like, oh, they wanted to make ears or jewelry or that kind of thing, and just because other people are making ears, or in my situation there's a ton of other shops making t-shirts, like, I didn't invent the t-shirt. You can make your own t-shirt. So when we say be creative and do your own thing, we're more saying be creative in your designs if you're talking t-shirts. Or we can piggyback on our conversation from last week for a big brand of Dunkin' Donuts for Starbucks is be creative, and like there's categories where you can do your own thing, and there's not too many. There's not too many of those. Like, there's, what am I trying to say? There's
what you're trying to say is like you could make a fall drink and that's allowable, but like making the exact fall drink is like, what was the point here? Right.
There's like categories of like, there's plenty of like, there's so much more need for coffee shops, but it doesn't have to be a pumpkin cream cold brew. Or there's so many t-shirts. You never can have enough t-shirts. You can make a t-shirt without copying my exact design. Or ears, like, I understand it's pretty like a niche thing, but there are people who get really, really, really creative with their ears, and they're not just like completely copying other people.
Yep, agree.
So totally that's my take on that.
I like it.
Our next question was from Shop Hop the Magic, and she says, best way to overcome the fear of starting a small biz or a new career.
Ooh.
I know. I like this one, this question. I'm going to take it from, I guess you can use this for both ways. I talk about this a lot of like, especially in our age, and maybe I am completely wrong, but of course I'm just relating this to myself, is if you're in like a career and you are not happy with that career and you want to switch, I think you just do it. You want to switch sooner than later. Because you don't want to like rack up all this time in a company and you're never going to leave. My mom is that person. She has worked somewhere for years and years and years and years, and she's so close to being able to retire with that company that she's just going to, see it through. Yeah. But she doesn't love it. So I think I see like a quote all the time on Instagram of like, it's never too late to be brand new. And it's,
Oh, I love it.
I think actually Taylor Swift said that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Taylor Swift definitely said that. So it's true though, it's never too late to be brand new. You can start over and do, and it'll like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
I would say my take on it also is like, kind of not embrace the scared, but like know that we all were scared too and are scared. Like,
yeah.
Anytime we embark on a new adventure. I remember being so nervous for my first job that I was talking to the woman who ran my internship, and I was like asking her all these questions about my first day, and like one of them was like, do I need to bring my own pens? Because like I was just so nervous that I was going to mess it up at my first day of work at a new job. Or like, we can relate from business, like starting it out and feeling like you're like on some level you're copying someone else because you're making a shirt, even if it's not the same.
But even once you start it, there's scary moments continuing on. Like,
right.
My story, for example, is I did Pixie and I was also working at the racetrack, and I was so scared to completely do Pixie on my own. And I didn't even decide that. COVID did for me, and it ended up working out. Like, yes, it was scary, but it worked out. But I'm also going to relate something that's not to the both of us. How nervous were we and how scared were we to jump into this podcast?
Oh my gosh, still am scared.
I know. But we put it off for so long on doing this podcast. And if we just jumped into it when we originally had the idea, how far would we be in this by now? Probably wouldn't have anything to talk about, but
we'd be out of ideas. SOS.
But we're on like episode 11 and it's really not that bad, Yeah. So, yeah. I guess that goes on to what Ashton said, just jump all in.
Yeah, exactly. Embrace the scared, because we're all scared.
Exactly.
You're not alone.
Love that. So hopefully that was some good advice. Now we're on to life questions.
Woo!
These ones are kind of fun. Here, I think it's like Shelly K or Chelly K or something like that. If you had to live in another state other than the one that you're currently in, where would it be and why?
This is tough. Do you have an answer?
I think I do.
Okay, you go first.
I think I would choose like Tennessee.
Oh my God, why?
Well, first of all, I love living in New Hampshire and in New England. So like, you're probably never going to catch me leaving here, but I don't know. Tennessee is like, you're kind of close to Disney enough. I think you still get seasons there. You're by Nashville. It just like feels like a vibe down there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You didn't think that?
No, I had no idea.
I mean, but I also, like, if California wasn't like too far from my family, I would probably, not that Tennessee's not far, but like the time change will like really throw you for a loop over there. I would maybe choose somewhere in California because the weather there seems like great all the time.
Yeah, agree.
What would yours be?
Agree. I'm between two places, but it's really not fair because it's where I have people. So like
New York.
Yeah, I'd either be in Long Island with Steph or I'd be in Denver with Megan. Like but not just because of them, of course. I just love I don't know, maybe it's because I love my friends and I'm like proud of what everybody's doing. So I like.
Well, no, because you wanted to live in New York for like, well, I guess you said Long Island, but like same thing.
Right.
Like that was your plan before you ended up in Orlando.
You're right. You have good memory.
I do.
But
you want to live where it snows? Because both of those places snow.
I know, and I don't look forward to that, but I've gotten so used to having to stay inside in the sunshine that maybe I would be okay with staying inside in the snow.
That's what I say.
If I had to like go to job, if I had to go to job outside, then I don't know about
Count me out.
If I could work from home.
Right. And you have like AJ to shovel for you because that's what I got Kyle for,
Exactly.
All right. Another one is from Perks of Gigi. Your favorite at-home snack? I thought this was a good one.
Ooh. I have so many. Right now I'm loving these, they're called apple straws and they're from Aldi, but they're like the veggie straws that you can get, but
But
they're
apples?
apple flavored, like apple cinnamon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're really good.
I was like trying to think of an answer to this question, and like lately I've just been eating a lot of cucumbers, so that's really boring. But I
Miss
also, but I'm really not. I really love, they call it, I call it Jonas Brothers popcorn, but it's like Rob's popcorn. You can now find it at Walmart. Sponsor us.
Why is it? Why do you call it Jonas Brothers popcorn?
Because it was like, I found it. So went to Jonas Brothers concert, and they were like, scan this QR code for the Jonas Brothers snack or something. And it was this popcorn that like hadn't been released yet. And then I signed up for like notifications, and then it got released. And then I bought it, and I used to have to get shipped it to your house, but you had to buy like 5 bags at a time, and I would. But now it's at Walmart. And I will say I hope they don't listen. But if they do, take my advice. Not that they're actually going to listen. It was better when it got shipped. It's not
it probably was fresher.
Yeah, it's not as good on the Walmart shelves, but
Oh.
and I don't go to Walmart very often, but anytime I do, I buy like 3 bags. And Kyle was like, "You don't like it anymore. Stop buying it." But it's still pretty good.
Can you order it? Can you still order it at all though?
Yeah, I think you still can buy it. I should try to order it.
Yeah, you should just order it.
It's honestly, okay, one day I posted on Instagram that I was like, I love this popcorn. And then somebody was like, ew, it's gross. It tastes like cardboard. And then I started eating it from Walmart, and I was like, kind of does have a hint of cardboard. So now I don't know if it's like in my mind that it tastes like cardboard. And now I probably just ruined Jonas Brothers popcorn for everybody else that was eating it.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. What a downer.
Okay, anyways. Megan Morrow Bell says, if money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your life?
Ooh. You
Yeah.
know, I thought about this for a while, but I think my answer is that I would do what I'm doing now, only like with the one caveat, and that is where I work right now is run by like a corporate office that owns like 800 assisted living facilities, and that is difficult to manage.
Yeah.
So maybe I would work somewhere that was owned independently, but other than that, I would probably do this.
Well, that's a pretty freaking great.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I was so sad when I tested positive for COVID and I had to go home. I was like, no.
But that's like really great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but like, I love that was your first answer.
Yeah.
You're just doing it.
I mean, we'll see what life has in store. I don't think I'm done like running a business and doing something else, but this is really fulfilling work.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, fun.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, my like lifetime goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, so I would love to do that. And I could like, I would be like the person in the classroom, you know, like the mom going to the classroom and like the mom running snack cart. Like I want to be that person.
Yeah.
But I also want, I guess I already coach cheer, but I wish I could just like coach cheer with no other distractions, because I do really, really love that. Yeah. So I guess I would kind of be doing what I am now, except for not with
More.
Pixie.
Yeah. No, well, listen, Pixie, I think, is going to morph and change with you as you grow. I don't ever see you selling it.
I know.
Honestly.
I shouldn't talk bad on it. It's been really, we're in busy season right now, so I'm like tired.
No, you're not talking bad on anything.
I love what I do. I love what I do.
Yeah.
Like I almost would answer like you did, and I like what I do. Yes.
Yeah.
And almost like I will get to be a stay-at-home mom with Pixie. So I guess we're both just like living the lives we want to live.
Living magically.
Okay. Speaking of magic, we're now on to the Disney questions.
Hit me.
Okay, so this one wasn't asked today. This was asked like weeks ago when we did like a this or that thing, but it was a really great question from Anna Clara Blesso. She says, if you were trapped overnight in any location in Disney, which would it be? Like legit trapped, no electricity, rides, etc.
Okay. The detail of like no electricity rides, etc., really changes my opinion. Does it also change yours?
No, probably not, but can we just guess for each other first?
You're gonna guess wrong, but go ahead.
I think you would pick Animal Kingdom.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, what would I guess?
I think you definitely would pick Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
I
so
would
predictable.
too.
You would?
Yeah.
Why? Because you just want to hang out with me?
Because I want to hang out with you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What would you want to do?
I don't even know. I just think it would be like the least scary scenario because
You're
like
right.
the animals at Animal Kingdom.
You're right. In the dark. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, what would we do though? Just like sit on Main Street?
Yeah. If we were trapped. No. Would we have Wi-Fi?
No, it says no electricity.
Yeah, but like
Or
my phone
rides.
doesn't need electricity. It could last for a while on a battery.
Well, what are you going to do with your phone? With nothing
I don't know,
else.
like Google the windows. I would like walk up and down Main Street and be like, who's
I would go climb up on the people mover and just like take a little nappy in the, because it's overnight, so I would need some sleep. I could just take a nap on the cart.
That's true. That
That
would be a good one.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Or like, are we allowed to break into things? Like,
well, it says no rides. Like the rides aren't running, but like.
Right, but like that's cool. I want to go into the haunted mansion with a flashlight.
I do too.
So,
off track, but what is like one ride that you want to see with the lights on?
Pirates.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Especially when you come down the hill and then there's like the ship scene.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yours?
Now I don't know. I've seen like Space Mountain with the lights on from the People Mover. That's scary biz. Pirates is a good one. Let me dwell on that.
Dwell away.
Probably Runaway Railway.
Yeah?
Because I bet it's just like...
White?
No. I take that back. Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. Oh, interesting. Okay, we could get our steps on.
With the lights off?
Yeah.
I mean, lights on? Just want to see.
It'd be very dusty.
It would be dusty.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that like closing and getting like a revamp?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever happened to that?
I'll ask Kate.
Okay, great. We got to get her on here.
I know.
All right. HS Young 24 says Disney bucket list item y'all haven't done. I know mine. I'll go first.
I know mine. Okay.
And I actually looked for it today, and I don't think it exists anymore, or at least not right now, is that Christmas tour where you got to see the Christmas, like, decor building.
Oh, I forgot you really wanted to do that.
I want to do that so bad.
Oh.
And it's only run, like, during the Christmas season, and we're going, so I look to see, and it's not even on the tour list anymore. So I hope they bring it back sometime.
I hope they bring it back, too. I wonder, maybe it's not available yet, or...
I mean, I know that they, like, cut a lot of the tours and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. What about you?
Oh. I want to do something Club 33.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I do, really bad. I just want to go. I love, like, exclusivity and being in places that... Or, like, the Seaman's Lounge inside Spaceship Earth. I want to go there.
But I want to do, like, Club 33 in Disneyland.
Disneyland. Well, me too.
It doesn't seem as great in Disney World. Like, I'm sure it's an experience, but, like, I want to do it in Disneyland.
I want to do it both. I mean, like, I know someone in Club 33 here, and the perks are, like, crazy. So, just to be, like, a Club 33 for the day would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And the last Disney one is from Princess Party of One. You can have any job at Disney. What would you pick? I already know your answer.
Go ahead.
No, you can go because I know your answer.
Okay, I want to be the tail wagger of Maleficent.
Can you explain a little bit more for people who have no idea what you're referring to?
In the Festival of Fantasy Parade, there is somebody whose sole purpose in life is to have Maleficent's
I don't know if that's their sole purpose in life.
For that hour, that is
right.
absolutely the sole purpose.
Yes.
To majestically wave Maleficent's tail to and fro. That's the job. Do I want it? Absolutely.
And you get to like eye people in the face. Like you get really
Yeah.
close to them and like, yeah. Good answer.
I love it. Thank you.
Mine, okay, I've been thinking about this one and I'm like still stuck on being in the party patrol because it just seems so fun. But this is gonna be wild.
Uh-oh.
I want to be Tinkerbell. That flies.
Which one? Like, oh, that flies?
Oh, yeah. I want the LEDs. Hook me up. Let's go. Woo!
Oh, my God.
You wouldn't do that?
Well, I don't think I would do it. I've heard that they, like, hook you up to a crane for your audition and just, like, wee-woo you.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either, but, like, it makes sense.
I'm like, you get to zip line from the castle to wherever she lands.
Tomorrowland?
With a pumpkin spice muffin bun lit up. I'm ready.
They are. Do you follow any of them on Instagram?
No, can you send me some?
Yeah, I will. They're like generally pretty badass ladies.
Okay, well, maybe my next life. But if I keep walking on the treadmill watching shows,
hey,
I can get ripped before you know it.
Yeah, except you're still not like 5 foot nothing.
Oh, they're still little up there?
Oh my gosh!
I feel like I should be
they're
like
under 110 pounds.
No way.
Yeah, they're little.
I'm bigger, so like you'll be able to see me from the Contemporary.
Hoist me up. Oh my.
Okay, we have two random ones just to go through. This one was too funny not to ask. Caitlin Hensley 13 says this is her go-to like ask me anything question that she puts in boxes. What's your favorite hot dog topping?
Oh, spicy.
Do you even eat hot dogs?
Yeah, I do eat hot dogs. Do you?
Yeah, I used to not when I was little, but now I like.
Why?
I don't know. It was like gross, you know?
Like somebody told you what was in them or something?
No, I just think the idea of a hot dog was gross or something.
I wonder why. Because like if you don't know what's in it, it doesn't look gross.
I just need to pause real quick. Hofo left and he just came back and now we're talking about hot dogs and he's probably going to be like, what the heck just happened?
Sorry, Hofo.
Okay, favorite topping on a hot dog?
Like, it depends on the situation. Just like a regular hot dog, if I only can put one condiment on it, it's going to be ketchup.
Okay, how about favorite toppings on a hot dog?
Yeah, then I'm going to need like some chili, I want like a Greek dog actually, like a proper Greek dog with meat sauce. Oh my God, a Greek dog?
I don't know. The only hot dogs I know are like off the grill or like a corn dog.
No, this is like a chili cheese dog, but like a Greek dog.
I don't know about this.
Okay, well, my people will know about it.
Okay. So that's what you want?
That's what I want. What do you want?
If it's just like a hot dog like off the grill, which I only really like them like grilled, then I want ketchup and relish.
Okay.
But I also like love a corn dog.
Ketchup and relish?
Yeah, also, speaking of that, everybody makes fun of me, but I put relish on like my cheeseburgers. Do you?
Absolutely not.
That's what everybody says. I don't get that. But why not? They put pickles on burgers. Relish is the same thing.
You're right, and I guess that's fair. Do you put pickles in your chicken salad?
In the chicken salad? Like,
yeah.
No, I put celery though.
Yeah, well, of course, celery.
Pickles?
Yeah, I don't know. The kind I just bought at the store has pickles in it, and I was like,
in your chicken salad?
Yeah, it's very weird.
No. Did you know there's a pickle shortage? Rumor has it. Another rumor. I don't know if it's true. I heard that there's like a pickle shortage.
Well, Panera still has plenty of pickles because they sent me sandwiches yesterday and they all had pickles with them. So
you should save them because they're not going to be around for much longer.
Pickle shortage.
Anyways, okay, the last question I have is from Jay Han, I think, 224. Your favorite thing about recording the podcast?
Oh, being with you.
That's my answer.
That's gross.
I feel like, we've obviously like are very good friends and we've always like texted and like, but usually we have to like have a phone call that's like once a month to catch up on everything. And now we just do it here.
Yeah. It's like forced friendship, but like in the best way. Because I just like hate talking on the phone, but this is very relatable. I don't know why, because I can see you and
I agree.
whatever. Maybe I just need to start FaceTiming people.
And we have like now we have our like own little community, and it's so fun.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what
I
we
love
love.
it. My other favorite thing is Hofo, though, because of the air horn, you know?
Yeah. All right, that's all I got for you today.
Oh
You
my
got
gosh. Well,
anything?
special thanks to anybody who listened through this long because I feel all kinds of congested and gross.
You
So,
actually, when we got on today, I was like, oh well, you don't sound like shit. So,
well, thanks.
am
I feel
I?
like I
Are we allowed to swear? Oops,
I wondered that earlier too, but then I thought,
my bad.
let it rip.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, we love you guys.
Go get some rest, and I hope
You.
you feel better next week.
Thanks. I will. Don't
And
worry.
I will watch the Goofy movie, and we are going to catch up on that next week. I'll add it to our notes right now.
Perfect. And let's also schedule a time to record our next pod because I'm going to be in California next week for at least part of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
We'll chat later.
I'll get with Hofo right after this.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, safe travels and feel better.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Bye.